cocky. I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, the man. Oh, there with the hands. Thought he could guard me. I ruin they plans. I do what I want. They do what they can. Got it on smash. Put on the gas. I will not crash. 100 yard dash. 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 Yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. Stay on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Eat the competition.
By many accounts, Coach, one of the most underrated home venues in all of the NFL resides in the heart of Nashville, Tennessee, and that's where we find ourselves at Nissan Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New Orleans Saints and the Tennessee Titans. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
Come on, set. 60 Pittsburgh. Got one. 22 Jet Bombers. 22 Jet Bombers.
Now they try the right side here. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Manning. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And an alley to run. And some space to move right away as he's all the way up to the 30. 8 yards there and a first down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now they'll throw it with Manning. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking that time for Dante Pettis. That'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Manning, and he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. As his guys are in for 6. And the Saints take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Lutz good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready. Recon, 132 fighter.
I got him.
Check it back. Get it.
They'll run for the first time here with Brown. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now it's Brown. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2.
You got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Yes, yes.
5-2 is the Mike. Mike 5-2, Mike 5-2. Exit, exit.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. On 4th down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. The speedster Dante Pettis back deep to return. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road, so getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
Rock it.
And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Ready up.
51, 951. Push him back.
Who's your corker? Hey, foxtrot. Shoot.
On play action, it's Manning. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Now, 80 weapons, 8 lead.
51. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball. Sponge. No. Mike 51. Hey, tighten down. There you go.
Hey, lock it.
Hey, watch the ship.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here.
3 down. Go, Mike 51.
Working from the gun, Manning. Open man is Michael Thomas. And they're going to have this all the way down deep into Tennessee territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 51 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. From the gun, it's Manning. Being chased out left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Manning. And he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. On 3rd and long, it's Manning. Man open, it's Moss, complete. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
60 Pittsburgh.
Watch what he's doing. Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
Check. Protein spill. Ready.
Shotgun now for Manning. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
So an incomplete pass a moment ago, and that leads to 2nd and goal. Back to the ground, Cook. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Now from back at the 5, this is 3rd and goal.
22 jet bombers, 22 jet bombers. Get it.
Cook. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. 4 yards, that gets him close to the goal line, but it also brings up a 4th and goal. The kick by Lutz is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. They took it all the way to the 1, but in the end, opt for 3.
Just doesn't sound right, does it? If you get all the way down to the 1-yard line, isn't that supposed to be a play in the end zone that culminates in a touchdown for your team?
And per usual, it felt like the guys on the sideline wanted to go ahead and go for it.
Of course they did, but of course head coach, it defers back to him, and he made the decision, let's get 3 out of this, make sure we get some points.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee.
50, plant. Go.
On 1st and 10, Miller. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll go down, but not before getting us inside the 30. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice... Now this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked off by Eli Apple. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there and sudden change and at least hold people.
And the defense loses him. It's complete. He's at the 30, the 20. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there. 94 yards. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. Lutz with the extra point, and that makes our score 17-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Now left side on the swing pass. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48, and they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
First down, here's the run with Cook. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here we go.
6-6, pull it high.
Check 26.
On second down, it's Cook. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line. A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's third down.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a first down. Bit of a surprise, they ran it on 3rd and medium, proved to be the right call, 1st and 10.
And the Saints, first down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Manning into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 16, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Marshall, the intended receiver. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down. No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me on a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
A second down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. On first down, Miller. This one caught by Davis. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Now for the field goal try, here's Eddie Pinheiro. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. And we're going to get a timeout. With 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Ready?
Give to Cook out of the gun. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Now this time he'll look to throw. And that's incomplete.
NFL quarterbacks work so hard on their mechanics, and they do so much repetition and practice, off-season, the whole deal. They expect it to be autopilot once the games start. That way it eliminates any type of pressure of the game, pressure of people in your face, all of that. That didn't shine through on that throw, though, did it?
No. A little bit of a dangerous pass and off target, too. And now the third down throw incomplete as well. Eli Apple, good to the core there as he gets in and knocks it away. Here's Brett Kern now as he'll punt it away for the second time. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And where will this be spotted? The side judge says it went out just across midfield. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Hey, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude.
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A big play there. His third touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz good on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Back to throw. Miller. He'll get this one complete to Davis. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
First down and goal to go.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Running right, here's Brown. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. A.J. Brown with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Titans are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point right down the middle. And that cuts the lead to 24-10. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This fielded at the 2. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 32 that time. So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. He doesn't find a ton of space following the display of quick feet down just inside the 45. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Right here, right here. Under 10, under 10, 10. Blue draw quarter. Check Mike 54, Mike 54. All day, baby, all day.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Ready, ready. 70, Indy. 80 weapons. Ready, ready.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 17 there and a New Orleans first down.
Go. 60 Pittsburgh.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Saints.
61 Matchbox Lights.
Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 54.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Here's Manning to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line. Malik Collins gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front. Throwing is Manning on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
And for the 2nd time tonight, his field goal unit comes out here. He hit his first. Now this from 43. And that hits the right upright and caroms away. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And no mistaking that sound. It reverberated through the whole stadium.
And it's the sound Brandon no kicker wants to hear. It looked like he had it on target the whole way, but the upright said,
They'll run it now out of the gun. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Miller now. Looking to throw on 2nd down. He's good. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long, he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Not even a chance to pitch that one as he's swallowed up in the backfield. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Saints on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is third down and 12. Manning now to throw. This is complete to Michael Thomas. And out across midfield down to the 45. A gain of 26 on the third down conversion. From the gun, Manning. He's going to fire this thing deep right side. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. On second down now. It's Cook. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
On third down, Manning, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Malik Collins, able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. Here comes the Saints punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Titans will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over first and 10. They defer to Brown to start the drive. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. Von Bell up to make the tackle. Now Miller to throw on second down. They will find Davis. That's complete. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Titans. Corey Davis, 91 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. So that's a really big play here in the fourth quarter. And don't look now. They're right back in this game.
Did it feel to you, as it did to me, that maybe they were a little bit soft in what they were lining up with on defense? Almost like they were protecting the lead rather than trying to make a play.
And now that lead is down to just 1 score. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away. But they have to keep smiles off their faces because that's the first time in the game they've had to do so. They've moved it quite well. They'll overall be happy with what they've seen.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. To throw, it's Manning. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. He's got a man, complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. It's a gain of 34. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Manning. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
80 weapons.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. Well, this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They've got it second and goal now as they look for that final dagger. Second down and goal. Manning. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. He was trying to hit Thomas that time. So, my goodness, I wouldn't have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Oh, they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
And he'll go down for a loss inside his own 5 at the 4. After the loss to start out, here's second and 11. Back to throw. This will be caught by Brown. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. This quarterback now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. First and 10. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Corey Davis, the intended receiver. And now it's second down. They'll look to throw. Johnson's got it complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 33 yards that time. Now a carry for Brown. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game.
Take four.
He's back to throw. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on third. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And the throw there going to be incomplete. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
So after the INT, it's Manning. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And he's going to score. It's a Titans touchdown.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary. But you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
Let's see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, watch 54.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.